Hello everyone and welcome back to more Let's Play Portal with Soldier Hawk.
Due to mandatory scheduled maintenance, the appropriate chamber for this testing sequence is currently unavailable. It has been replaced with a live fire course designed for military androids. The Enrichment Center apologizes for the inconvenience and wishes you the best of luck.
This is absolutely one of my favorite test chambers in the entire game. Mostly because the concept is hilarious. And once again we see that Valve is being 100% completely and utterly fair with us by allowing us to get a look at these turrets and what they can do before we actually have to fight them. And then we see one here. Obviously it's in a very safe position so it can't possibly attack us. So, almost by accident, we learn how to defeat them. Oops.
Are you still there?
Not as far as you know.
Who are you?
There we go. Because you're trying to kill me. Alright. Of course, these lasers are very helpful to make sure that you don't accidentally stumble on one by mistake. And it also tells you when it's gone back into safe mode.
Are you still there?
I like sneaking up behind these things. Although,
Are you still
another way to destroy them is like that. I love portals. And you can destroy that turret if you want to, of course. But it's easier to just sneak by it. And here, of course, we have our very first encounter with the mysterious Rattman, who helps us through the final part of this game. I gotta tell you, the first time I saw this, I was a little freaked out. I really was. It's a really creepy thing to stumble on if you're not expecting it. And the music doesn't help. I love that the poor guy has put his trusted friend in science aperture poster there too. That just makes it so much sadder. And over here, I thought this part was cool too. He set up a little living space with milk and beans and water, and he's even cooking the beans on a little MacGyvered hard drive stove there. So cool. Of course, on that wall is the phrase that launched 1,000 memes, "The cake is a lie," but I'm sure you don't need me to point that out to you. And fortunately, Rattman was nice enough to leave us a little clue here too, as to how to get by these guys.
Who's there?
I did always wonder how he managed to put that X there without getting killed. Unless he has a portal gun of his own, but you'd think if he did, he wouldn't be stuck here. Oops. Okay, blue.
Are you still there?
Oh, crud.
Searching.
Die. Oh! Crap! Crap! That was a stupid way to die. If you're using this as a walkthrough, don't do that. Oops. Sorry. Wrong load. There we go. Okay. again.
Target lost. Searching.
Bonk.
No heart. There's a bar.
Yeah, that's what you think. And bonk.
Shutting down.
Alright. Now we can take care of these guys.
Who's there?
Nobody.
Will you?
Ow! Jeez.
Red. Target lost. Goodbye.
Think.
Searching.
Best way to do this is going to be to just sneak up behind them, I think.
Still there? Goodbye.
Yep, this will do.
Please put me down. Hello. Technical malfunction.
There we go.
No hard feelings.
That will do nicely. Okay. Alright, let's get this guy dead. Radio will not help.
Target lost.
Cube, however. Excellent.
There you are. Malfunction. Shutting down. Good night.
And
Is anyone there?
nope,
Who's there?
nobody.
Searching.
These turrets really are cute. I hate them so much, but
Sentry mode.
they have some of the best lines in the whole game. And once again, Valve is going to be fair because they of course have a turret hidden behind that door, but they don't put you right in front of it, so it won't kill you right away. Although it would have been pretty funny if they actually set it up to do that, but they know not everybody mashes the save key as often as I do,
Put me down.
and it would suck to have to redo a large section just because of that.
I don't hate you.
Good. And where am I going? It's been a while since I played this. Let's see. Oh, okay, there we go. Just drop down and grab this guy.
Define.
Well done, Android. The Enrichment Center once again reminds you that Android Hell is a real place where you will be sent at the first sign of defiance.
Well, that always works in all the other sci-fi movies. I'm sure it'll work for these androids. Although, you know what's really funny? You never do see androids in Portal. That just occurred to me. I wonder if there are any in Portal 2. Seems odd that they'd have a live fire course for androids and then not have them. Or maybe GLaDOS is just lying. That could be too. Ah,
The vital
yes.
apparatus vent will deliver a weighted companion cube in 3, 2, 1.
Yay,
This
companion
weighted
cube.
companion cube will accompany you through the test chamber. Please take care of it.
Okay. Alright, let's go, QB. I have a feeling you're going to live a long, full life. So we can't get up here, so we have to use the cube. You know, in the director's commentary that goes along with this game, they said they had trouble getting people to remember to take the block along with them, which was the origin of the whole companion cube thing, is people would leave the block behind and then get stuck. So they came up with the whole companion
The
cube.
symptoms most commonly produced by enrichment center testing are superstition, perceiving inanimate objects as alive, and hallucinations. The enrichment center reminds you that the weighted companion cube will never threaten to stab you and, in fact, cannot speak.
Oops. Anyway, they came up with it so that people wouldn't leave their box behind and get stuck. Of course, then it ended up turning into the second biggest meme to come out of the game that people won't shut up about on the internet. Okay, and yes, there it is. Oh, poor scorched cube. And here, naturally, we have another hidden little Rattman hidey hole.
For your own safety, do not destroy vital testing apparatus.
This is my favorite one in the game, of course. Not only because it's awesome, but because it contains poetry. And we love poetry. I love the pinup poster with the cube's face taped over it. Oh, so funny. Alright, this is of course a bastardization of a Emily Bronte poem, No Coward Soul Is Mine, that I actually hadn't heard until I looked it up when I saw this for the first time. This one's much more famous. I think it's from Because I Could Not Stop for Death by Emily Dickinson. The original line goes, because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. The carriage held but just ourselves and immortality. And this one's my favorite, not only for the cute little companion cube illustration there, but it's from a poem called The Reaper and the Flowers by Longfellow. And it's a take on the final line of the poem, which goes, oh, not in cruelty, not in wrath, the Reaper came today. An angel visited the green earth and took the flowers away. Which is not quite as sad as losing your companion cube, honestly. Okay, you have to pardon me here. I actually have to remember how to solve these puzzles, because they're getting trickier and I haven't played in quite some time. I have to remember what I'm doing here. Okay. Okay, I think I have a handle on this. Alright. If you think my missing the ladders in Half-Life 2 is bad, you're lucky I didn't do a blind let's play of this game, because it literally took me, I think, 15 minutes to remember that I had a portal. And so I spent so much time bumbling around down here trying to figure out how to get back up there so I could take that energy pellet and launch it at this. I couldn't figure out how to get back up there until I finally realized, oh yeah, I can shoot portals. I don't need a ladder or anything like that. It was not my most shining moment. Speaking of not shining moments, what did I do wrong? Oh. I aimed too low. That's odd. I thought I hit it right on. I guess I was wrong. Alright, let's wait and see where this hits. Damn it. Oh, I aimed at the top one. That was stupid of me. Alright, let's try this again. This should work. You do have to be careful here though, because if you get hit by the pellet, it will kill you. So you have to make sure you're standing off to the side and not in its way. Excellent. Just like that. Alright, let's go. Okay. Okay, you wait right there. Oh, yeah. Actually, you're not gonna be waiting right there. You're gonna be coming with me.
The Enrichment
Bingo.
Center reminds you that the weighted companion cube cannot speak. In the event that the weighted companion cube does speak, the Enrichment Center urges you to disregard its advice.
Well, it hasn't talked so far. Alright, let's go get that other energy pellet. You know what's truly amazing about this game, and this is what has me looking so forward to Portal 2, is that they said that this game is nothing more than... it was nothing more than proof of concept. You know, that they had this idea and just kind of wanted to mess around with it, see if it worked. And of course they ended up creating one of the greatest games in the history of the world. So I seriously can't wait to see what Valve does when they put their mind to a Portal game. Oh man. I'm not... well, see, I'm trying to decide. I was so looking forward to Half-Life 2, but man, am I looking forward to playing Portal 2 as well. I don't know which one I look forward to the most. Okay. Wow, I actually did that on the first try. You usually have to go back at least once. I know, I've done this a million times, but it's still sad every single time.
You did it. The weighted companion cube certainly brought you good luck. However, it cannot accompany you for the rest of the test and, unfortunately, must be euthanized. Please escort your companion cube to the Aperture Science Emergency Intelligence Incinerator.
This really was a brilliant bit of writing to throw this in there. You don't just leave it behind, you don't just take it to one of the emancipation grids, you actually have to drop it into fire. That is cold.
Rest assured that an independent panel of ethicists has absolved the Enrichment Center, Aperture Science employees, and all test subjects of any moral responsibility for the companion cube euthanizing process.
I love the fact that they write at such a high level. I mean, this wouldn't have nearly the funny or emotional punch if they didn't use those big...
While it has been a faithful companion, your companion cube cannot accompany you through the rest of the test. If it could talk, and the Enrichment Center takes this opportunity to remind you that it cannot, it would tell you to go on without it because it would rather die in a fire than become a burden to you.
Aww. Anyway, it wouldn't have nearly the emotional or comedic punch that it does if they didn't trust you to know what those big, long words meant, you know?
Testing cannot continue until your companion cube has been incinerated.
It's one of the few games that, or one of the few game companies really, that truly trust their players to be intelligent and literate people. It's so awesome.
Although the euthanizing process is remarkably painful, 8 out of 10 Aperture Science engineers believe that the companion cube is most likely incapable of feeling much pain.
I don't think that's the last one. I think there's at least one more.
The companion cube cannot continue through the testing. State and local statutory regulations prohibit it from simply remaining here, alone and companionless. You must euthanize it.
One more after that, I think.
Destroy your companion cube or the testing cannot continue.
Okay, that is it. Let's do this. I'm sorry, QB.
You euthanized your faithful companion cube more quickly than any test subject on record. Congratulations.
God, I hate you. Not really as horrible as she is. I really do love GLaDOS. It's so brilliantly written and performed. And we're coming up on 20 minutes here, guys, so when we come back, we will continue on with the testing on our quest to destroy GLaDOS. And until then, I will see you next time.